everyone, I'm Niharika Tiwari from Sociobits. And today at Sociobits Talks, I'm with the CEO of aidbees, Zamrooda Khanday. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's a pleasure to have you at Sociobits.
Thank you, Niharika. Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure.
Okay, so could you tell me a little about yourself?
So as you said, I'm Zamrooda and I had aidbees. Very young, just 2 years old. I come from social work background and kindness is something which I think I've grown up with, and it was a pleasure when I got the opportunity to start working on making kindness a daily habit with people. So that is the tagline that we use for APs, and that's something that we're looking at spreading around.
That sounds interesting. So, could you tell me how did you come up with the idea of aidbees?
So interestingly, we're not COVID babies. I just want to put that out there because often people do mistake us in a COVID baby. Also, we're not an NGO. We are a private limited company. Why am I saying this? Is because it does distinguish us from our competitors in the market. How did we come about? Well, almost 3 years back, our founders, Rashmi and Ashwini Kumar, were looking at an idea of what if I do something and I want to talk about it. When I say do something, I mean something good, something kind, and I want to talk about it. Is there a space for it? Clearly not. Facebook often ends up mixing up too many things, and hence the goodness of a task goes away. Instagram is primarily for photographs, so the entire idea was to do something similar for the act of kindness. One may wonder why would we want to do it, because often there is this entire theory that if you talk about something good, it loses its value. Well, at aidbees, we don't believe that. We're more of the belief that the more you talk about something good, the more you talk about what you have done or seen or heard, the more you're able to spread it, inspire other people, and that I think is needed a lot. And so, yeah, basically with these two, three things is what we got together. So Ashwini, Rashmi and I got together. I still remember this was somewhere in January of 2019. And I wasn't sure at that point in time where that conversation would go. But soon after, in March, we started, and unfortunately, soon after COVID hit us. But luckily for us, because we had started work, we were already working towards initiating the thing, we continued with it. And today, 2 years since then, we are ready with our product. I'm happy to say aidbees has been around in the market for 1.5 years in function. It took us some time to get ourselves organized in the sense of getting a website, getting our social media pages, because we're completely digital. So getting all of that organized, but yes, today we are there, and for anything you need on social kindness, any kind of work you want to do on social kindness, information you want on social kindness, you find it at aidbees.
Okay. So, I noticed that you use social kindness a lot. So, what exactly are you offering at aidbees? Like, what do I expect?
So when I'm talking of social kindness, what I mean is a good work that you do on a daily basis. It could be as simple as smiling at a person who may need a smile on that day. Often when we talk of doing charity work or doing good work, we assume that it takes a lot of effort. It does take a lot of effort, but that effort is in our mind, not in our hands. As I said, it can be as simple as just making somebody's day by smiling at them, by sending a simple message on your WhatsApp, by sharing a coffee sitting at Starbucks. Just simple acts like that. That is what social kindness to us is. It is not about spending lakhs of money. Of course, we're more than happy to receive lakhs of money, but Why did I say that? Again, for the simple fact that, if we start looking at doing small ads on a regular basis, we can make a lot more difference than by spending a lot of money once in our lifetime. Um, I'm sure there'll be enough people who would want to debate me on this, but I feel that kindness is something which has to be a habit. It has to come naturally to a person. Um, and so starting small makes more sense than saying जिस दिन मेरे पास पैसा आएगा I will make it happen because there's no limit to what we want to earn, there's no limit to how much we think is enough, and considering the world's changing rapidly, I don't see that happening anytime soon for most of us. So yes, social kindness for us means small acts on a regular basis.
So actually, I agree with you when you said that kindness is as simple as smiling at someone. So it's like as simple as being nice. So when I go home, I think about it and I feel good about myself. It's not like okay, मैंने अच्छा लगा तो नहीं मुझे किसी के पास नहीं है feeling bad about it. But yeah, if I like shout at someone and then even I will have that thought that maybe I shouldn't have done that or maybe I shouldn't have overreacted. So yeah, I guess I agree with you on that. So aidbees is basically it's a social media platform, and so when I enter the social media, what can I do there?
So when you visit the website, you will come across four different aspects. The first will be sharing, second is donations, third is volunteering, and fourth is marketplace. Taking you step by step, sharing is, as I said, the more you share, the more people get inspired and hopefully take on the similar work. Uh, Donation, so we have 50 plus NGOs as of today who stay on the platform, who are there. They have live pages on the platform. You can see their works, you can explore their work. And if you feel like that you want to support their work, you can donate. Donations can happen both in cash and kind. That's completely up to you. We do not hold an account for the cash that comes in. The cash directly goes to the NGOs. So we use Razorpay, and via that, so the minute you donate money, it directly goes to the NGO. Volunteering, again, we have a feature where you can volunteer your time or your skills. We do want to promote skills more than time. Again, because a lot of NGOs need the skills more than time. Often, when projects are made by NGOs, when allocations are done of resources within the NGOs, they don't have the allocations for, say, a photographer or a content writer or a lawyer, and often they do need these people and they're not able to find their budget. So, if say a lawyer or a gender specialist or a content writer can devote within an hour a week, it's a great help to NGOs. And the last we're trying, it's not actively up, is the marketplace where we're trying to get as many NGOs to sell their products via the website. Again, it's a direct link with the NGOs. We are still building up, I mean, it's already up and active. We have, I think, about 6 NGOs who are showcasing their work on it. But yeah, it's not in a big manner. But yeah, hopefully soon we will have more products and be able to advertise it more freely.
Great. Sounds like a one-stop place for kindness.
Yes, it is a one-stop place. I mean, we do market ourselves like that kind of place, one-stop place for kindness.
Okay, great. So you also told me that you are not a COVID baby and you are not an NGO, and
Yeah.
that's what sets you apart from your competitors. So who are your competitors?
So there are different, so I said four aspects, right? So if I look at the stories, and there's Better India, there's Humans of Bombay, who do talk about stories and who are doing excellent work. In fact, there are times we do look at their stories as well and we do co-share our stories with each other. Similarly, volunteering, as I volunteer for raising funds, you have Keto and Give India, and marketplace, I guess Amazon. I would love to be their competitor. So, yeah, but all four together, no, you won't find that.
everything advanced again. Okay. So, so I would also like to ask you this. So, as a business, so I've never heard of something like aidbees. So, as a business, could you point out any major challenge that you faced throughout your journey, and how did you overcome it?
So far we've been lucky. We've not had a lot of challenges apart from the usual challenges of starting up any place, organization, company, all of that.
So, you just mentioned that in the span of 1.5 2 years, you did not face any challenges as such. So, how has your journey been at aidbees?
I have to say my founders took a big punch with me. So I come from a social work background. As I said, I worked as a researcher for many years, most of my career. And then I did head a couple of NGOs as the head, as the CEO. And finally, when I spoke to my founders, I think we clicked on our ideology, we clicked on what we wanted to do and the belief in the idea. But other than that, I have to say I was a fresher. Like I felt like it's a new job for me because moving into social media. So for me, social media meant Facebook and Instagram and emails, right? Uh, but to actually set up a company which is completely tech based, you can't imagine the kind of challenges I went through. It's been a learning curve, and I have to say it's been an upward learning curve. I'm not saying I've learned everything. No, I'm I still every day feel that I'm learning new things, and I think that's been the biggest challenge and joy for me. That at 50, I can actually learn something, and I think I did a decent job with it. So yeah, personal growth has been amazing.
Great. We're so happy to hear that. And I just came across this thought that when it comes to social media nowadays, Instagram, Facebook, it sort of feels more of like showing off, and it's showing the good part of your life and covering up into the bad parts. But what we've been through, whatever we faced, like the world has faced, the COVID and everything that has happened with the war and whatever we see every day on the news. I think it is important we have a social media platform where we kind of, just impart kindness. So I think it is like a great idea. So now that we've covered your challenges and your journey, I would really love to hear what are we looking at. So what are the future plans of ADs?
As I said, we want to make kindness a daily habit. We want to reach a place where nobody is hesitant to do something good. Because I know, I'm not saying this because I know it all, but from personal experiences, it's hard for people to do something good and then talk about it. It's not easy. And often even I say, why are you talking about it? Why do you have to be so vain and talk about things? I mean, even though I want to change that idea, but even now I do catch myself saying, don't talk like that, that's not good. So literally that is what we want to do, and if we can manage that, I would think we've done a lot. And, but I know it's a behavioral change. It will take time. I'm hoping that we can make it happen. Yeah, I would look out for it. Anybody's help and suggestion on how to make that happen.
Great. I'm sure you will make it happen, and I would like to wish you all the very best for your journey at 8B. And so at Social Bits, we are also running, women entrepreneurship series. So, could you weigh in your thoughts as a women entrepreneur? Like, what are your thoughts on women entrepreneurship?
I would like to see a day, I know it sounds very cliche, but yes, still, I would like to see a day when we do not call it women entrepreneurship, for sure. But it's a long way away. But I mean, I have no qualms in saying that we have a long path ahead of us. But being a mother of a daughter, I would really hope that that generation doesn't have to see this, the kind of hardships and the kind of glass ceilings we have to go through or have gone through. But yes, as I said, I would like to do away with the word women entrepreneurs. But बहुत काम है.
Correct. We're just getting.
We're starting, yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much for joining me at Social Bits. It was lovely to have you here. Thank you, Nihari.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.